What's up, everybody? This is your girl Erica from the Classy Con blog. Listen, in just that time period of our last show to this show, your girl bumped her feet. So I got to sit down. I got to take a break. And listen, this is what y'all can do. Y'all can drop your city and state in that chat and let us know where you're coming from and how you feeling, how you living. Listen, DJ, tell them you just came in from a hot fire meeting. Tell them about it a little bit. Just a smidget. Just a smidget. Just a smidget.
Man, we showed them about a new mobile home park we about to take down, Erica.
Mm-hmm.
We showed them about um, the real estate that we do in
Mm-hmm.
Detroit, because I've been in Detroit longer than anybody on these streets. I've been in
Mm-hmm.
Detroit since 2007. We actually show them how we actually take down properties in Detroit,
Mm-hmm.
and then we showed them how our systems work to actually keep the glue together, just like you have a back office team of experts.
Mm-hmm.
And then we gave them a surprise, which we sending you a video, so I'm gonna just hold off on that. We gave them a
Mm-hmm.
live surprise, and it was just pure fire. I mean, they didn't want me to leave, but I told them, hey, I'm late, baby. I got to get back and get with my girl Erica. So
For
it
sure.
was
For sure.
pure fire.
Awesome, awesome. So DJ, listen, in what 5 days you're gonna be 4 days you're gonna be on a plane heading to Zanzibar. Zanzibar's been trending. If you guys haven't noticed on TikTok and Instagram, the Instagram influencers are starting to get over there. And I keep telling y'all, like again, uh, you know, be in the know, right? Community matters. Who you talk to matters. We just had a hard money lender on and telling people, you know, what's going on. And so I labeled this show the Fall Financial Football with DJ the Money Coach. Why did I land that? Because a lot of times people need that defense offense action. And some of y'all keep playing defense and y'all like, "Oh, everything keeps hitting me. Why is it hitting me?" Because you're not playing offense. You're not ready. And so I'll bring on DJ to talk about assessments, insurance, listen, even reducing your phone bill. We done brought them on talked about how to reduce the phone bill. And a lot of times it starts with simple accountability, discipline. I did a video the other day. We mixed in where I was in Panama and I put pom money, piece of money, plenty of mine, piece of money in the water. People were laughing. And so DJ, talk to us. Now, before we get started, you guys, this is the new show. Listen, my name is Erica Williams, Classy Climb blog, author of Smartphone Millionaire book, How to Invest in People, Businesses, and Real Estate from the Palm of Your Hand. The point of my show is to bring you people who are knowledgeable, who are connected, who understand these conversations. And so I bring you DJ, the money coach out of Houston. DJ, show that book people been asking about that they can't get off anywhere. They can't get it off Amazon. You got to get it from where? DJ the Money Coach. You
That's
got to sign
right.
up for an assessment. You can get that ABCs of wealth.
Yep, we giving them away. We giving away. Giving
So drop your
away.
city states in the chat, y'all. All right. So DJ, go ahead, hop on. Tell us who you are. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, real quickly, Erica. To keep long story short, I was a professional. I had $60,000 worth of consumable debt. I
Mm-hmm.
had a 525 credit score, and I got turned down for a mortgage when I think I was making about $60,000, $70,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, Erica came back 3 years later, started a cleaning business. The cleaning business was rocking everybody, and got turned down for a business line of credit. And even though I had six figures in the bank, and the more of the story was, Erica, I had bad credit and I didn't even realize it because my debt to income ratios was shot and I wasn't managing my credit properly. And instead of playing victim, I looked in the mirror, Erica, and I found out what I was not doing correct. First thing is I didn't know about personal finances, and the irony of it was I had an accounting background. I could do P&Ls, K1s, credits, debits, all of that for corporations, but I had no clue about how to do it for my personal finances. So I stopped right there. I read a book called The Road to Wealth, actually one chapter by Susie Orman. This was like 1998.
Susie Orman. Go ahead.
And I read the chapter on personal finance. And in 12 months from reading that chapter in the analog world, there was no internet. I took my credit score from 525 to 700.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2002, I paid off all my consumable debt. I didn't file bankruptcy on that 60 grand. So, in the course of that 3-4 year period of time, 2002, I paid off $60,000 worth of consumable debt, Erica. And then fast forward 6 years later, by working my plan, I became a six-figure income earner and a seven-figure net worth. And you know how I know? Ironically, it's because of that new reduction inflation bill with
Mm-hmm.
them 87,000 new IRS agents. They
Mm-hmm.
came knocking at my door in 2008 and they told me, hey, brother, you have not been paying self-employment tax.
Mm-hmm.
You have not been paying Social Security tax as a corporate owner, and you owe us. And the reality was they were wrong, Ericka, because the way I had my company structured, I was not an employee or a contractor, and I didn't have to pay those.
Right.
That's how I know. So I paid all that off. I started a program called Family Finance 101 in my church in 2002.
Mm-hmm.
And then really jumped it off in 2006 and started going across the country teaching financial education to the middle class. And I have sat down personally, Ericka, with over 25,000 people. And I've actually done seminars, symposiums, speaking engagements, and I've been in front of over 100,000 people in 20 years.
For
And
sure. For sure.
that's what I do passionately for the middle class, Ericka.
Part of why I even named the show The Fall Footballs, I was just talking this weekend with a set of people and I said they were naming everything you could in football. Everything. The name, the players, their background, their history, their mama was a single mom. They knew the story. I go, so about that thing you were gonna do. Are you still doing it? Oh well, and I said, hey, about that credit thing you was fixing. Are you still fixing that credit? I know somebody. And what it makes me remember is people get real fuzzy on their own personal journey. And a big thing what you said is you could do all that stuff for your company. You could do all that stuff for your corporate company. You could help them get funding, help them get clients, but can you also do that for yourself? And so really the fall time frame is when people think holidays, but I think it's gearing up for the spring. It's gearing up for next year. A lot of people are worried about recession and I'm like, this is the time that you're like, okay, where can I push myself to or nudge myself to be ready for the spring? So DJ, what are some big things that people need to kind of like in part of your assessment that you give people? What are some big takeaways that people really struggle with?
It's a budget, Ericka.
Hmm.
It's a budget.
Hmm.
98% of people don't have a budget. And then the people that do have a budget, when they first started, it's just like doing the thing at the beginning of the year, what they call it, the New Year's resolution.
Right.
They'll set up and correct it for a minute, and they go right back like a yo-yo, up and
Right.
down, up and down. So the first thing is they don't have a real budget.
Hmm.
The second thing, they don't have somebody to hold them accountable to that budget,
Hmm.
Ericka. And then the third thing is they don't put in a plan to work that budget to actually see that they can become successful. And if they do those things in the fall, and here's the reason why that's a great, it's funny because, I have the thing that's called, the football retirement, the Super Bowl to your retirement right
Hmm.
behind me. And I've always had that. So in the fall, what happens, people come off a summer vacation, school goes back, people
Hmm.
look at them credit card bills because they overextended that lifestyle, which they pretend to have once a year. And
Hmm.
then all hell breaks loose and depression creeps in.
Yeah.
So first thing they need to do is assess their budget, Ericka. The second thing they need to do is get accountable to figure out how to limit, what they pay for reoccurring expenses that they got to have. Just like you said
Hmm.
about the cell phone. It's amazing. Every time I sit down with people, I slash their cell phone bill by 20, 30, 40%. Every
Man.
time I sit down with people, Ericka, and I assess their insurance policies, because again, I'm licensed, Ericka,
Hmm.
and I'm
State of
not somebody,
Texas.
yeah, I'm not somebody who just, read a book,
Hmm.
got a, awesome, charismatic
Yeah.
personality. I'm a person that's been in the trenches for 20 years, specifically in the middle class, and we're the experts in that space, unapologetically.
Yeah.
So I'm licensed, and everybody on our team, I created a system, Ericka. Again, this is an
Hmm.
old DVD. So this is old. I created this in 2007, Ericka. The system called
Man.
the Seven Spheres of Money. I actually have, and you met them. I have
Hmm.
CPAs. I
Hmm.
have registered investment advisors, Melvin, been with me for 20 years. I have mortgage bankers, been with me for 15 years. I have attorneys, been with me for 17 years. I have real estate, brokers and managers, been with me 12, 15 years. So I created the Seven Spheres of Money to work for middle class people. And what's the definition of middle class? Now I'm just talking about middle class. So
Wait, before you say it,
yeah,
put it in the chat, y'all. What do y'all think is the definition of middle class? Throw it in the chat. It's a 30-second delay. Throw in your definition of what you think is middle class, whether it's money, school. You tell me what you think it is in the chat while we're cracking it up here. Go ahead, DJ.
yep. So the definition that I have for middle class, American middle class,
Hmm.
individual who's generally college educated or have a solid income of $50,000 when they first start out,
Hmm.
up to married couples or partners or significant others that have $250,000.
Hmm.
Why is that, Ericka? Because those people that have education and make 50 to 250 when they get into their mid 30s, early 40s, early
Hmm.
50s, they're so educated that they generally want to have help from UBS,
Hmm.
Goldman Sachs,
Yep.
Merrill Lynch. But the
Mm-hmm.
reality is, even if they got $2-3 million of paper on assets,
Mm-hmm.
they never gonna have a conversation with them, because if you ain't got a solid $5-10 million of liquid assets, you're never getting a conversation with them. Now, conversely, those people are so educated they don't want to work with the Walmart financial service companies of the world.
Right.
No dispersion to Walmart, but the reality is, guess what? Those people are too educated and they actually have more resources and more income than the person that's actually servicing. So they
Right.
don't look to them. So they look for somebody in the middle class, like the wealthy dude with a family office. I created the 7 spheres of money to basically be the wealth office, family office for the middle class.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Some of y'all in the comments are saying 50 to 75,000 a year. Some people are saying home ownership. Somebody said 100K network, right? They're giving their questions of what their response to what they think is middle class. And a lot of times I go read the definitions, DJ. It's silly. It's like if you make 29,000 to 70,000, and I'm like, no, baby. 29,000, you're about to be on verge of poverty. You had one kid, two kids to that's poverty. And so a lot of times I just want y'all to be clear that I like asking people what they think their definition of middle class is, because I want you to be realistic. If I give you $30,000 in Atlanta, do you think you're middle class? If I give you 30,000 in Miami, do you think you're middle class? If I give you 30,000 even in Houston, DJ, you're out of that Houston range. Do you think that's middle class in Houston? So some of these definitions they're giving out here, I think make people feel better, right? They're not necessarily accurate. So I always start with that. So in the fall too, DJ, here's the big thing. In the fall, people they're like Christmas, Thanksgiving, chilling. We're gonna chill. We're gonna watch football. We're gonna just zone out. But really, this time frame is a great time to what? Buy tax liens. People are trying to offload properties they don't want that didn't sell in the summer. So now they gotta get desperate and sell in the fall. DJ, what are some things? Now you said you're working on a mobile home park deal. If you can, like at least the state. You don't have to tell us the city or whatever. The region, right? What is the region of the new mobile home park?
It's in the Southwest. That's all I can tell you,
There you
Erica.
go,
Because
Southwest.
here's the reality. I hate to
Mm-hmm.
say it, ladies and gentlemen. We have people who are unethical,
Mm-hmm.
immoral, and they just try to circumvent opportunities. So,
Right.
and this is a pocket list deal, Erica. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's some people that we've done business for, multiple mobile homes where we sold off some toxic mobile homes for them,
Yep.
flipped it for them for a REIT, and they were able
Mm-hmm.
to sell their whole portion of 2 mobile home parks because we got rid of their toxic mobile homes and got them into the hands of somebody else, and they were actually able to sell 2 mobile home parks for one was for 5 million. I think the other one was for like $3.5 million. So since we did that, we show them we can do it, Erica. They came around and said, "Hey, we got a group, a small mom and pop mobile home park here in the Southwest, and we
Mm-hmm.
told them a lot about you guys, and we would like to give you the first shot at the opportunity, and we're about to take it down in the next 30 to 45 days." And it's a small deal.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you this: it's just about $1 million. I
Mm-hmm.
will tell you it's got 12 mobile homes on it that are all cash flowing, no
Mm-hmm.
occupancies, no vacancies at all.
Vacancies. Yeah.
I will tell you this: it also has 15 acres of land that can be built on as well.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are serious about knowing how mobile homes work, we have a whole system that we put in place that we can get you assessed, do a risk tolerance questionnaire, find out what you're qualified, and we can actually crawl, walk, run you to success over 2 to 5 years in the mobile home business. Not only that, we're excited is that the auctions have reopened up in some of
Yep.
the major opportunity zone cities, and we're about to take down second week of October about 40, 50 properties cash. So we're excited about that, and we can get you in those deals for as little as $5,000.
Right.
Again, if you're qualified. Let me tell you this: I'm not giving you any financial
Mm-hmm.
advice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling you facts through education, expertise, and experience of 20 years in networks that I have personally built with business partners that have been with me since high school.
You guys, listen. Pay attention to what's been said here. I had a guest on earlier. He said the same thing DJ said is people are charismatic, they sound great, but look who's really doing it, look who's really investing, look who's really building relationships. It's really important to pay attention to. Also,
Let me give them a quick school lesson. So look at
okay,
this
go ahead.
old pamphlet. I
Mm-hmm.
created this course, Erica,
Mm-hmm.
called 3 Steps to Success. Got Assets. I own the trademark to Got Assets. And it basically was build business,
Mm-hmm.
8 different corporate structures, take the
Mm-hmm.
top revenue, buy real estate, leverage the tax laws to Cafe Rule 180, 125.
Mm-hmm.
What's the date on that, Erica?
Looks like 2008. April and May 2008.
Yep, yep. And Guess where we started at? In Detroit.
Detroit, Michigan.
In
Joe
Detroit,
Lewis.
Erica. So
Mm-hmm.
what people could do to check me out, they can go to duransburg.com. I keep
Mm-hmm.
this website active and live.
Mm-hmm.
I created this website in 2007, and they could actually go on there and see all the places that I did business across the country since 2007.
Ransburg Live, y'all.
And
Check it
we
out.
own collectively
Mm-hmm.
in Detroit over 240 properties cash as a company.
240. Y'all drop me
240.
a 240 inside the chat.
So
Drop me a 240 in the chat.
you
Y'all make
you
sure
you
y'all out here. We hear
you
you.
think
We
we might
listen.
know a little bit about real estate in Detroit? And guess what? If you go into Detroit and you go to the auction and our company steps up to the auction, who you think they're gonna get that deal to? You or us? Even if you sometimes offer a little bit more money because they know our track record, we'll get the deal before you do. But guess what? We could be your doorway to the deal and get it for half the cost for you. That's just in that market.
Mm-hmm.
We also are in the commercial real estate market, which I've been in since 2008.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have right now, Erica, and you know this because you know Marcus.
Mm-hmm.
We have multi units. Tell them what state we got multi units in,
It
Erica.
should be Memphis right now,
Exactly.
unless you're going some other places.
Exactly. We got multi unit commercial property in Memphis. We got multi unit commercial property in St. Louis, Missouri. And we got them across the country because I've been in this business, ladies and gentlemen, since 2008. And all I do, Erica, is I teach the middle class people alternatives to investing in paper assets that they never met anybody. What am I talking about? If you think a wise investment is in a 401k, 403b, 401a, deferred and all that stuff, here's the reality. You ain't never met the CEO, the CFO of those companies, but you've been indoctrinated to put your money there. Right now, you're losing in that market. And you're talking about, I'll take these carryovers for them losses. Why take them carryovers and those losses when you can have a real asset, take real depreciation, and get cash flow on top of it? So we show you how to do that. But the first thing, Erica, we give you an assessment. We do the risk tolerance questionnaire.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing we do, which most of these people don't have, we see if they have wills. We see if they have, durable power of attorney to be resuscitated. Unfortunately, we just had a member, dad passed away from COVID.
Yeah.
And if he had set up right, which he did because he came through, his dad had a power of attorney.
Mm-hmm.
His dad had a will, Erica.
Mm-hmm.
His dad had a living trust, and they were able to put his dad in a hospice and let him live comfortably before he went to heaven. And all his ducks was in order. And you know what? That member, they got involved with us like 5-6 months ago and had no idea their dad was going to pass away.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I think this guy said one time, Death doesn't care that you packing a bag to go on a cruise. Death don't care you going down the street. Death don't care if you go into the mailbox to check the mailbox. It happens when it happens. So a lot of times, again, I've been telling y'all, I know people with money and they're still arguing with their parents about wills, and it's a real conversation for folks.
Yeah.
I see you guys dropping 240 in the chat. Thank you so much. We got a Dr. Virginia in there. Okay, but listen, here's the thing, DJ. People are nervous. DJ, they said there's a recession. And I keep telling people, there ain't no recession for the productive. There ain't no recession for folks with a plan. There ain't no recession. There's just shifts in the money. There's just shifts. There's no recession for folks who got a plan, right? So you break it down to us. You tell us, right? Because I got the video, but before we play that, talk to us. Some of the things that you're telling your in your live trainings and you're teaching people on. Because you guys, if you don't know, he's going to be here at the boat party, you guys, So if you're at the winery, again, great opportunity for you to talk to him. We're going to have Andy Buys Houses here, Miss Gigi Notes. We're going to have Michael Sneed out of North Carolina, Appliance Boot Camp, our sponsor this year. We also are going to have Antoine Wade of Black Heights Inc., our wine sponsor. Okay, y'all, the wine. Okay. We're going to have Asia Denson out of Detroit. We're going to have a lot of people. I mean, there's a couple other people. Malik Vanderpool owns multiple multifamily real estate. We also have, oh gosh, there's like 10 other people. I'm not being disrespectful. I just couldn't remember off the top of my head. But there's several people coming. And so you're going to have a room full of people who are literally doing this on a consistent basis, building, growing. And you ask them about recession and see what they say. But talk to us, DJ.
All right. So I'm just going to recap the 7 tips for the 3 social economic classes in the middle class. Would that help them out, Erica? This is what I talk to them about. So the working class is what some people call poor people. I don't call people poor. As long as they got their health, Erica, All they
They're
just
not
don't
poor.
have is access and information and education and people to help them out. So in the working class, the 7 tips are real simple. What those people should do is number one, get an assessment of their budget. Okay. Get an assessment of their budget. Number two, create a new budget. Number three, reevaluate all insurance policies. And the reason why you should evaluate all insurance policies, ladies and gentlemen, because there's a thing called cost per thousand. So if you know how to buy gas by unit of measurement, which is the gallon or a liter if you're in Canada and every place else other than America, you know how to do, efficiency purchases. If you know how to buy bread, which is by the loaf or 16 ounces is a pound, you know how to buy it by the most efficient price for the highest quality of bread. In insurance, Erica, the same equivalent is called cost per thousand. All that means is, Erica, I'll use myself as an example. I have one in policy that is $500,000. And all I would do is take $1,000, divide it into 500,000. That gives me 500 units, ladies and gentlemen. Now I take the premium that I pay annually, which is $30 a month, which is 360. Divide 360 by 500 units because that's the cost per thousand, and that tells me I pay 72 cents for every $1,000 worth of coverage. But somebody in my age group, I'm paying 10 times less than the average male in my age group for the same amount of insurance. So evaluate your insurance policies. And if you have cash value, you evaluate those for surrender charges because now we are in a recession. They're just not telling you. And now you can actually borrow against those policies if need be. Once you sit down with a professional and get the assessment, and you can actually stretch your money longer and you can acquire assets in those policies, cash, value. Okay. The fifth thing you do is you implement the pay yourself first program and start stacking away a little bit of cash. And I love when you talk about, Erica, you can put away $10 a day. And you told me how much is that a year, Erica?
It's $10,000.
$10,000, ladies and gentlemen. And you'll be the same people on Friday
It's
and
actually
Saturday night.
$27 a day get you 10,000, but ten
Right.
dollars a day is still good. You're gonna
Right.
get
It's still
you're gonna get a
good.
little bit less, but
And
yeah,
these people will go out and spend money on movies and entertainment because when the market is recessed and people get depressed, they spend more money on entertainment and things to live vicariously. So
yep.
that market goes up. All right. So now you pay yourself first. Hit your emergency fund. Make sure your Roth is tight. Make sure your 401k contribution is. And then if you are a small business owner or entrepreneur, you make sure you have a self-employment pension plan. And it don't matter if you put at least $10 in it. It's consistency to actually contribute to it on a dollar cost average and an asset allocation model. Okay. Mm-hmm. So that's what you do. Then number 6, you open up a health savings account. And again, ladies and gentlemen, as long as you got $5, $10 a month to put in it, you got 50 to open it, these things will be of value to you if you consistently just contribute to it. And you'll look up in 5 years, you got $100,000 because you took the spending habits, redirected them to things that are more valuable, and it didn't hurt you because you had a plan, you have a team, and somebody held you accountable. So that's what you do for the working class. Okay. For the middle class, it's real simple. Number one, I'm going to presume or assume that the middle class people are homeowners. So the first thing we want to do, Erica, is we want to tap and look if we have equity in our property. If it's applicable, ladies and gentlemen, first thing you do, talk to the qualified professional who has a proven track record. If it's applicable, because home equity lines of credit are actually lower financial rates than refis and regular rates now, because rates right now are hovering just underneath 5%. But home equity line of credit for the right people, you can still get 3.5%. And you can take that cash and you can actually pay down bills and stuff like that. How do I know this is true? 2 things. Number one, when the market went into the pandemic, the first thing the major banks did, they shut down all home equity line of credit because smart people like you and I knew how to use it to cover our debt and to keep ourselves fluid.
Yep.
Okay. Number 2, when you actually do it the proper way, it actually is a junior mortgage on your mortgage and not a senior. What does that mean? If you got behind, you don't lose your house if you set it up with the right professional, and it actually becomes just like a line of credit, just like a credit card.
Yep.
Okay. Now, again, go sit down with a mortgage banker or a high-end person who's been doing this for a long time. I did my first home equity line of credit, Ericka, in 2006 for $50,000 to $75,000, and I turned that into millions of dollars, which is manifested in Detroit. Okay. So that's number 1. Number 2, work on your credit scores right now. Get your credit scores up to 700, lower your debt to income ratio, because now credit and cash is king. And we're in a recession market where people who are overextended themselves, they're going to start turning stuff back in. luxury cars, watches. They're gonna be in foreclosure. If you get cash and credit, like with this mobile home deal, Ericka, we're probably gonna sell it finances, baby, because we got the stuff on paper, and we can still show that person how to eliminate their capital gains and give us a little wiggle room to make more profit. Because we're working on this big Zanzibar project. We don't want to use all our capital to acquire another $1 million property when we can get seller financing because we qualify. So that's the second thing you do. Third thing is you start cash piling, and be ready for those people who go into REO foreclosures. And now it's a buyer's market, no longer a seller's market. Number 4, tighten the budget. What do I mean by this? Don't decrease your services, but pay less for them. If you have a cell phone bill with a new phone and you're paying $300 a month for 3 lines, maybe you might want to get them 3 lines for $150. Same service, same phone. We can show you how to do that. Okay. Number 5, it's a real estate buyer's market. Start buying real estate. Crawl, walk, run. If you got as little as $2,000 to $5,000, you can get into a real estate transaction with other people of like kind. What do I mean? You have people who have credit who don't have money. You have people who have money who don't have credit. Marriage those people together with the same commonalities and buy down a purchase and build yourself a team. Number 6, I just told you, seller financing for the professional middle class. And number 7, go hard on the real estate from here to the next 24 to 36 months, and you will be sitting pretty. Now, last thing, let's talk about the entrepreneurs like you and I, the small business people, right? Here's what they should be doing. Number 1, if you look like you and me, Ericka, and you're serious about permanent income, you should be looking at a minority woman business enterprise certification or minority business veteran certification, because the government is giving out guaranteed contracts. And as long as you got line of credit to participate in it, that's recession proof. Now, the only problem here, you and I know, slow pay, but you can offset that with private investors to give you the actual credit and cash to keep funding those accounts. How do I know, ladies and gentlemen? Because we do that right now for small Black minority owned businesses, where we actually loan them money, we get a position of equity, and we keep cash flowing them for what their needs are. Number 2, teleworking. All different types of opportunities to telework, from healthcare to VA to all that, where you can cut your overhead. We just had 2 people join our team that was working part-time, Uber and Drip and all that, and Home Depot and Lowe's. They were spending all this money and stuff, and we brought them on our team. They went from making $500-$600 a week to $800 to $1,200 and not spending any money on gas and worrying about liability.
Teleworking, y'all. Telework. I mean,
that's
life changing.
Number 3. Number 2. Number 3, this is the one that professional middle class people think is beneath them. Occupation services, landscaping, handyman, senior services, caregivers. These people make a killing in a recession market. HVAC workers. So what I'm saying to you, you should start looking at getting into those business, buying mature business for people who are in their older age. They don't have somebody to pass it on to. They don't want to pay the capital gains tax. So those businesses are available for your purchase. I get once a week somebody calling me about a business to buy, Ericka.
Yeah.
Franchises, mature businesses, all of that, because they know our record in the marketplace. That's how we got the mobile home deal.
Man, I got a couple people calling me about their cleaning company. I'm like, girl, no, I'm busy right now.
Exactly.
Call me on a different season.
Exactly. Number 4, VA services, assisted living, group homes, mobility impaired. They pay $750 to $2,000 per person who actually has the actual disability, services or the policy. So if I am a disabled veteran, my group, benefits pays for me to stay in a home, and they have what's called group homes, Ericka, where you got a 2,000 square foot house with 4 rooms in it. You can get $750 per room and just provide some ancillary services and make yourself $3,000 to $6,000 a month.
Yeah.
Real
We
talk.
have one of our students is own multiple group homes in Dallas, and he owns a farm in Louisiana. So, he's on them. Listen, I'm going to see Serena Williams with him in New York in a few days. Well, on the backside, when I fly back from Zanzibar, I'll hit New York and go see Serena Williams. But you guys, I'm telling you, it's very profitable. I didn't realize it till he started telling us that in class. I was like,
big time. Number 6, I just said it, mobile homes. So you can get into mobile homes. And here's what I found out just last year in August, that unless you live in a Commonwealth, mobile homes don't have real estate taxes.
Yep.
So what does that mean? I only pay tax on the sale and the purchase. So I can get into a mobile home, buy one for $2, $3, $5,000, clean it up a little bit, provide quality, safe living, and make myself $200 to $400 a month in passive income. I'm telling you, we've done this for people, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
$5,000 mobile home. There was like a 80 model, but we cleaned it up, made sure it was safe and everything, put them into the mobile home. And then what I love about it, it's easier to do seller financing with them than doing with an apartment or a house, because these people take more care of it. And immediately you take a $5,000 investment, $200 a month, passive income. That's $2,400. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's about a 35-40% return on your money.
I'm telling you, listen, y'all. 10 to 40% returns. I showed them a little step ladder in the Wealth Wednesdays, and it was like that sweet spot is that 15% to 30%. People love those spots. That's the sweet spot for those who are really, shoveling money away, piling money up. You guys, he just gave a lot. And
Number
again,
seven.
oh
Number
wait, somebody
seven.
asked a question because
Go
you were
ahead.
naming off stuff. They said, where do storage facilities rank in that list?
That's in the same capacity of mobile homes as well. That's in the same capacity. And that actually ties into number 7, Tori,
Gotcha.
is that private investor syndicates. Because
Mm-hmm.
those are the kind of people that take down storage facilities.
Yeah.
So like Ericka and I would come together with our resources, our cash, our credit. We would find a storage facility for $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 million, negotiate terms. Again, she brings the credit, I bring the cash. I bring the credit, she brings the cash. We pull together about 4 or 6 other investors of like mind, like credit, like proven track record, and we take down that storage facility. And now we get a fixed rate of return, and somebody manages for us, and there's another asset in our asset class.
For sure.
So that's called private investor syndicates. So those are the 7 things you can do as an entrepreneur and a real small business owner. But in order to be that, you got to be like Ericka, ladies and gentlemen. You got to have people working for you. You got to have accountants. You got to have attorneys. When I talk about small business, I mean somebody who's legitimately have people on their staff that are making minimum of $250,000 up to $5 million a year. They have a minimum of 5 to 20 people working for them as 1099 contractors, employees, subcontractors, etc. That's the definition really of a small business. If you are making $100,000 a month and you don't have accountants and attorneys and stuff like that, you're just a hustler, because you're not running a small business. Because when you go like we do to Zanzibar, that business goes away. And most importantly, here's bonus number 8. What you do is you get the right type of insurance to cover your backside. You get general liability, bond insurance for government contracts, and you get my favorite, Ericka, which is income interruption insurance.
Business interruption and insurance, you guys.
Yes, sir. So those are 21 points, 7 for the working class, 7 for the middle class, 7 for the people like you and I, Ericka, to get you free. In order to do that, you got to have a team, you got to plan, and you got to work your plan. And if you do that, you'll be successful 2 to 5 years, not 2 to 5 minutes, not 2 to 5 months, 2 to 5 years, because it took me 5 years to get out of $60,000 worth of debt. It took me another 3 years to hit 6 figures and a 7-figure net worth. And since we did that, we never looked back. And here's what you got to do, which I just told the people in our master class. Don't come to the table with some excuses of why you can't get it done, because all you're doing is wasting your time, and you're going to go out and buy what you want without even thinking 90 seconds about it. You see them new red bottoms, them new Gucci, whatever, you will spend every credit card you got to look fly for a couple of minutes, and then you'll be the same person losing all their stuff.
Man, DJ, the other day, I tell y'all the power of small bite-sized bites. I looked up and I got the email where it's like, hey, here's your dividend stock. Dividend. Had about 20 emails come in, and I was like, oh, that's nice, where they tell you you're getting your your money. And what people don't understand is like, it's the constant small bites that do it. And again, at the end of the day, y'all, Katrina said, who's in here taking notes? Drop a 1 in the comments if y'all are taking notes, because honestly, lots of gems drop. I have to rewind on this.
I'm having a senior moment, but I love them dates that come up when they send you about your dividend and it's about to pay you. I forgot what it's called, the expiration date or whatever. I apologize.
Something dividend day.
Yeah, because even during those times, you can buy it and then still benefit and get that dividend on the back. Woo! Man, I love that. I've been getting a lot of those lately.
So I just tell people like it doesn't have to be $500, $1,000, $2,000, $7,000. I'm telling you, like small $10 a month. Can you purchase one of these stocks every month? Can you purchase every paycheck? Can you purchase at the end of the week? These are all physical choices. These are all choices. And some of this stuff you need to put on autopilot if you know yourself enough. But you guys are in here. Make sure you hit the
Ex
like
dividend date.
button.
That's what it's called.
There you
Ex
go.
dividend
Thank
date.
you. Yeah.
Ex dividend date.
You guys make sure you guys hit the like button in here, and I'm gonna drop a video from DJ because we're not gonna keep him all night because he's sitting here packing, getting ready for Zanzibar. Let me go ahead and put this up for you guys.
Oh yeah, we got a surprise for you guys. Y'all gonna love this. And this is live right now today. This was filmed literally 3 hours ago, Erica. One of the resorts we're going to. Yep, that's Dom, our videographer who owns a company called Day by Day Media. We paid for him to fly out to Zanzibar on Sunday. He landed on Monday night and he started shooting video. That condo he went in, we own that condo, Erica. He's actually getting the deliveries for our furniture that will be fully furnished when we get there. And that condo will be available for people to actually, enjoy it for 7 days for pennies on the dollar through our organization. And we're excited.
Y'all gonna learn, man. Y'all gonna learn. There's a lot of opportunity happening in this country and all around. Listen, she just said she's glad she found this channel. Welcome to the Classy Climb. Hope you stick around. Watch many of their other videos. Also check out Seven Spheres of Money, DJ the Money Coach's channel. DJ, as we kind of close you out here, and I'm putting the links inside the description. You guys should see the links inside the description. They got a special that you're giving out. Talk to us. What is the special, man?
Okay, so what we're doing, Erica, exclusively for your group, and we're celebrating 20 years in business, ladies and gentlemen. I started my company, Durandsburg International, in 2002. It's our 20th year anniversary. You heard it, 2002. It's our second year anniversary on these streets of social, and actually we've been working with Ericka 2 years as well. So what we decided to do, we have a program. It's called the 2 by 2 in 2 weeks. We're going to give your people exclusively 2 consultations with yours truly. I charge $500 a half an hour for my time. I get it all day in corporate America, unapologetically. But I'm going to give you 2 consultations, one with me, one with person on our staff. I'm going to give you 2 master classes that we just came out of live. We're going to give you a live master class next Wednesday in Zanzibar, and I'm going to show you how we actually acquire businesses in Zanzibar and building a multi-million-dollar resort. That's right. We're building, a multi-million-dollar resort in Zanzibar. Then I'm going to give it all to you for less than $100 bill. 2 consultations with me, which is worth $2,000. 2 master classes, which are 2 hours apiece, teach you about business, real estate, leveraging the tax laws. One of them going to be absolutely live next Wednesday night in Zanzibar. So I'm going to be up, Erica, at 3 o'clock in the morning, teaching live 6 p.m. over here. That's how much I love our people. And then I'm going to give it to you in 2 weeks exclusively, and it's expired. And we gave Ericka the link because we've been helping a lot of people on the platform, and people need this help because going into September to March, people are going to have a lot of bills, a lot of tax concerns, and a lot of educational debt that they're going to accumulate for their kids and themselves. So why not take advantage of what's called the 2 by 2 in 2 weeks exclusively here with Ericka Williams on the Classy Climb. And you got to get it now. All you got to do is hit that link, and I'll see you in Zanzibar. Real talk.
Oh man, here you guys. You guys are. Thank you so much. Let me hit you some of these super chats. Virginia said, "Plenty of money, pop lifestyle. Plenty of money, peace of mind is legacy goal." Thank you for the $5 super chat, Tori 42. Thank you for so much. for the life-changing content. You're welcome for sure. Miss
He was in the master
Claudia.
class.
Mm-hmm.
Tori
Thank
was
you
in the master class with us.
Thank you for the $20 super chat. I tried to purchase a mobile home, but the company lost my application and said 13 people are ahead of me now on a waiting list. Well, you should reach out to DJ the Money Coach on the 2 for 2 plan and see if there you can hop in with those guys. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Journey to Jasmine, $9.99. I definitely owe DJ a testimonial for his knowledge. That little gem got a huge foot off my neck. Can't wait to see y'all this weekend and take picture with you two life changers. That listen, Journey to Jasmine, I look forward to seeing you. Listen, we'll have Anthony Wade there as far as tech, and you can take picture with everybody. Come on through, man. We're gonna have lots of great food, lots of great wine, lots of great, the charter bus picking y'all up, so y'all be safe and sound. So listen, we'll see you guys this weekend. Um, DJ, any last words you want to drop on where they can find you, where they can connect with you? Your next live training is again, you said Wednesday?
Wednesday live in Zanzibar.
At 3:30 in the morning, while everybody
3:30
trying
in
to
the
sleep.
morning over there, but over
We're gonna
here
hear
it's gonna
DJ
be at
hollering in the building next to him. What's up,
it's
everybody?
gonna be 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern time in America, but it's
Sure.
3:30 in the morning over there. Actually, I'll be in Thursday, but it'll be live. I'm gonna show you guys how we actually took down this investment. I'm gonna show you a tour of the actual properties. That's gonna be recorded, but you're gonna see the timestamp of me being there live that week. And we're going to give you a timestamp of that because it's going to be 3:00 in the morning. You don't want to look at a property when it's pitch black. So I'm going to show you the day of that day that we actually filmed the actual live with our 20 investors. Ladies and gentlemen, we're actually taking 20 investors that look just like you and me to Zanzibar with us. And they started out just like you by getting that bundle, and they took advantage of it. So what I would leave them with is this, Ericka. I wish everybody health. If you have anything wrong with you, I don't want you to have a health problem. Because a health problem, 9 out of 10 times, if it's serious, it's very unlikely that you can get over it. Or if you do, it debilitates you. So with that said, I would recommend that you truly assess yourself. You don't have to do it with us, but be real. Look yourself in the mirror, look at some assessments, and take 1 hour a week and work on your finances. If you have a family, sit them down and be transparent with them and tell them the value of stuff. Number 2, map out a plan of what you want to accomplish over the next 2 to 5 years. And number 3, find a team of licensed professionals that can help you execute your plan. That's what I would encourage you to do. And last but not least, I wish them a pom-pom lifestyle. That's plenty of money and peace of mind. And I want y'all to come join us on these beaches in Zanzibar, because this will be the 3rd trip, and we're going to have a blast. And we're going to stream stuff live and show y'all how to get down like Ericka and I did before. But this time we're going back with massive assets. Check this out, guys. When I went there, I didn't have any assets. I was working on the deal, and now we got multiple assets, not just for us, but for you too. And you can crawl, walk around your way to success. I love you guys. I just hope I can help you if you're serious. But if you're not, maybe get a checkup from the neck up before you wreck yourself.
For sure. All right, you guys, listen, next week's going to be crazy. I think I have a long layover in Edinburgh, Scotland, and then it takes me to Zanzibar. So who knows how discombobulated I'll be.
On the old tour?
No, I'm going to be half asleep when I come back to New York to watch Serena win. I'm going to be like this in New York on my way back from the plane.
I'm going to go hang out in Dubai for 6 hours.
Yeah, well, we're going to, people, some of my students who've just done amazingly well, and I respect them. They're like, hey, Serena Williams is trying. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. They're like, want to go with us to New York? You know what? Sure. I'll be on my break. Why not? That's the pom-pom lifestyle for me. Oh, let's go there. Why not? Right? So anyways, you guys, this is your girl Ericka, Classy Clown Blog. I'll be talking about automation with Dr. Dix here shortly. But thank you so much, DJ. And you guys, that links are in the description, and also they'll be emailed out to our email list.
Oh, I forgot to tell them how to get in touch with me. Can I say that?
Go ahead. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
And you'll be surprised. People call our office, Ericka. So I'm going to give the toll-free number. We had 10 calls this week. You can reach us 24/7, 365 at 866-395-3042. 866-395-3042. And you can reach us on the web at djthemoneycoach.com or on YouTube at DJ the Money Coach and on IG at DJ the Money Coach. Just that simple. Hey, thanks for watching this awesome program. Continue to patronize the Classy Climb, because Ericka is the best at what she provides people with the smartphone economy, there's nobody better than Ericka.
For
Trust me.
sure. All right, you guys, listen. See you soon, DJ. See you in this weekend and also see you in Zanzibar. All right, you guys, this your girl Erica from the Classic Climb blog. Very sleepy all next week. Gonna be all over the road. Also getting a SIM card for Africa this time. They're not gonna get me like last time. All right, you guys, this your girl Erica. Later.